Hello traders, you are welcome to another weekly review series. So in this video, we are going to look at the market before the market opens and see what we'll be expecting of the market in this week. So on our screen here, we have AUDUSD. So we looked at this pair last week and we concluded that the pair was going to buy. So this week, we have had a very big buy opportunity on this pair. Now, this is a monthly time frame and we can currently see that on the monthly time frame, we have this break of structure at this point. Right? We have this break of structure indicating that this market is in a downtrend. But however, the market also was in a pullback, right? The market was creating higher highs, higher lows in this internal structure here. So that was where we were looking for our opportunity last week because we know that this the market will take time to align back with these selling opportunities so that it will continue selling according to the monthly time frame. So we cannot wait for months or even weeks to wait for the market to align with these buyers. So we need to make use of what we have. So if you drop down to the smaller time frame, maybe like the daily time frame, or let's come to the weekly time frame. Let's not rush too much. Okay, so this was a weekly time frame, right? So let's drop down to the daily time frame. On the daily time frame now, we will now start focusing on this move here because this is the recent price action. So last week, while we were talking, price was somewhere around here last week when we were making the video. And I told you that on a daily time frame, we have two zones, right? On a daily time frame, we actually had three some zones. So on a daily time frame, we had this break of structure, and this break of structure, we had this demand zone here, we had this demand zone here, and we had an inducement here. So I told you that if this market is to follow the daily structure, these are the zones where we'll be looking to get a possible opportunity, but from. But however, when we drop down to the 4 hours time frame, I then remark back this structure here, right? I then remark back this structure and told you that we had a break of structure at this level. We had a BOS at this level. We also had this BOS here, right? This was also a BOS. So we had this BOS here, and the time we were making that video, the market was somewhere around here. So we're expecting for the market either to break and follow the daily structure or follow this 4 hour structure. At the end of the day, the market followed this 4 hour structure here and bought, right? So this was how our position was supposed to look like because we said if you are buying from here, you wait for confirmation. So this confirmation came somewhere around here. So this was what your position was supposed to look like on this pair. This is a 1:4. You can see that this market delivered up to around 1 is to that is 1:9, depending on the strategy or the entry technique that you are using. If you refine it down to a smaller time frame, you can see that the win rate was high, and this was all that was around 222 pips last week. So now we are not here to deal on past events, right? We are not here to deal on past events. Let's look at what we're expecting now. So this market has extended. So we are expecting some sort of a pullback. Now this market has extended up to a daily supply zone here. This market has run up to a daily supply zone here. So if, for example, you see some sort of structure here like this, then you see a change of characters, then we can buy. The first zone where we would like to target is a breaker block here. Then we can target liquidity under these lows here. So this is what we'll be looking for on this pair. There is nothing much. This pair expanded too much last week, so we need to wait for this pullback to see if we have a change of character to continue to the upside or the market will reverse off this zone. But these our zones, right? These our daily order blocks are still valid here for the buys. However, we have this zone here to deal with. So if the market opens next week and goes above this high and this other block here fails, then we'll be expecting in the future that the market can come down either to one of these daily zones and continue up, right? And continue. It means that this market has finally changed its direction on a daily time frame. So on many other pairs, we have something similar like that. On many other pairs, we have something similar, right? So we have just something similar here. You can see that this is EU. EU has expanded very much, and we will not really have enough structure to like get to this at the moment. At the moment here on EU, let me wipe this. At the moment on EU here, the only thing we can do is we look for buys now. So if we are looking for buys, what points are we looking at? Right. So if we are looking for buys, this is the nearest point where we can look for a buy. That is somehow reasonable, right? This other blocks down here. So we'll still need for EU to retrace right down to this point before we can look for a buy. If you look at it from a daily time frame perspective, let me see. Not the daily. Let me look at the weekly. There's not really anything, but EU is going to likely take out this high. It will likely take out this high. So EU might likely take out this high, but if you see some sort of a reversal, then you can maybe look to have a small short trade before. So that's just basically it. These pairs, majority of the pairs have expanded too much for the week. Let's go to a non USD pair. Okay. So on this pair, basically on this pair we have this pair reacting from a zone here. This is Euro GBP. So that pair is reacting off the zone there after we had this break of structure here. So this market came, tapped into this zone, gave a change of characters around here. Let's go down to a smaller time frame so that you can see the change of characters, right? So it gave a change of characters around here, then left an inducement. So after the change of characters here, the market took out an inducement, then tapped into this external zone, and the market currently is selling. So if we're supposed to have another trade here, this is where we are looking for the next trade, right? So for me personally, if I'm taking a trade from this zone, I would like for me my stop loss to be above this zone. So the reason why I'm doing that is simply because after the market respected this break of structure, we have not yet had another break of structure to the downside. Right. So if there is no break of structure to the downside yet, a break of structure from the next place I'm expecting this pullback to come back from will be this zone. And I'll look to have a position here, right? I'll look to have a position maybe like this. And just say that is 1 is to 2 point something, then you can extend it to 1 is to 3. I don't take positions that are less than 1 is to 3. Or you can arrange our stop loss a little bit above this zone and we arrange our TP to 1 is to 3, right? Just a little bit below this low. So let's look on our left and see what the market house here. So there's nothing significant on our left here that I would like to really take a look at. There's nothing significant there. So for Euro GBP, I'll be looking at a possibility for a sell. I'll be looking at the possibility for a sell around that zone, right? So this possibility is before we have a break of structure here. Before the market breaks this low, that is when we are looking for that possibility. But if this market has already broken this low, then this sell no longer becomes valid. So basically, I think That is it for Euro GBP. Yeah, that's it for Euro GBP. Let's look at another pair. Let's see if GBPCAD has anything to offer. So basically on GBPCAD, it's in an uptrend. We are also expecting it to take out this high. We are expecting GBPCAD to take out this high as soon as possible. We had the market react from an order flow here. So this is our order flow. Right, this market reacted from this order flow and it's currently buying. So I don't think if you see another opportunity here, another opportunity to get involved in this trade, then you are welcome. You can get involved in a trade. So I don't think I'm thinking of maybe an other breaker block just below this liquidity here, like a breaker block entry somewhere around here. If the market gives us one, then we can get an entry under here and we target this high, something of this sort, like this. We have a pool of liquidity that's lying below here. These lows here, they are forming a liquidity pool. So if we're entering there, that is how our position should look like. That would be around 1:7. However, I will first need the market to get down here. Let's see another pair. This pair dropped violently. We need proper structure for. Okay, I think we had the position that got completed here. Nothing much here as well. Okay, guys. So I think the this week is really going to be a tight one. This week is really going to be a tight one, alright. So these are some of these. This is a pair we looked at last week, and it also hit stop loss. This pair hit stop loss, so the direction basically has just changed. This trading direction has changed, so we can start looking for maybe sell opportunities on this pair. We can start looking for sell opportunities on this pair, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Let me see 2 hours time frame. There is no valid. There's no valid break of structure here yet. So, anyways, guys, so that is it for this video. There are not many pairs as usually to look at today. So all we can do is wait for the week, and then I will make another video so long as I see a good setup. Okay, so I think we can see a good setup here. So as long as this pair goes right, we have not yet had a solid close below this low. So we have a break of structure here. This is a valid break of structure, no doubt. Then we had our protected low here. Now, if you look at this carefully, what you can see here is This pair came back down. It violated this low, but it has not closed under this low here. So this pair is still pretty much bullish. And the next zone where we can be looking for at this pair is we wait for it, right, to continue to the upside. So on a daily time frame, let me see. On a daily time frame, the pair is bullish. It's temporarily bullish after sweeping. It's this pair has not like it's inside a range, right? It has swept this high, it has swept this low. So let's look at how the pair is going to behave in between these two highs before we take a solid decision. Let me see on the weekly time frame, the pair is bearish as well. But I think on the we can get a short position, we can get a small long position before this market